Well.
Oh, they cooked! TP!
Fluorescent!
Floor.
Wasting no time using light speed to get up
Too
in
much,
Heretic's
Floor.
Fine, she got the
Too
entry.
much.
She did her job.
kill to start us
No,
off.
no,
Look
no,
at
no,
the
no, no.
space
Too
taken
greedy,
by
too
Apex,
greedy,
though.
too
Malsey,
greedy.
Your INGL here, middle of the row. He's pushed down middle.
Obviously,
indeed.
I'm here to glaze
Meeting
Floor,
up with
but if
Governor
she's
and
making bad
boxing
plays, then I'm
in
gonna
Team
have to call
Heretics
her out.
to this A hit.
I do not like that one right there.
Seems like Batu
Legs broken.
will be spotted. Some attempted denial of space, basically cutting out one of those default plant spots as well. Minibu didn't go.
Minibu needs
quick
2
enough.
slides.
He's been caught.
Oh, Governor on the flank.
He needs
one
the
to-
full.
For Heretics as they
Bro,
go for the
breach
plant,
on
the
this map
sun
is
comes in.
crazy.
Big swing from up in heaven leaves Boo on the
Yeah,
floor.
these
It's
comps
Woot
are
all by
fucking
his
insane,
lonesome.
bro.
A few more to take down and a few
Okay,
too many angles to play with your turret.
Chat, on
and
first
outball.
look, how are we liking
You're
the
under
Vice
turret,
on
so
this
what's the
map?
point?
In my
What
head,
is
I
the
can't see any
that's
value
the
you
real
could do on
takeaway
CT
from me.
side.
For Apex, 1-0 start.
Where do you
now.
even
What
roll?
Really?
Scouts
I think
moving up
you
towards
can
the safe
stall
side.
on
They've got
A
deep, they've got
lot
past
with
the
that.
defensive
Governor,
line, and it's
what the
Governor
f-
who
No,
gets
send
caught
Governor back to
trying
APAC, bro.
slipstream them.
What the hell are
This
we
is a bit of
doing?
a problem now.
They're an eco round and we're
Rifle
playing close to the
recovered,
wall?
and
Are you
the
fuck?
plan
Are you fuck?
secured. Team
You're
Heretics,
Teo, bro.
They've really sunk their
You thought he
teeth
was
With
into
a-
this eco round.
With a Guardian as well.
Oh, you give the Guardian? Oh, nice,
Okay,
Malsey.
we needed more. Well, Malsey certainly has stepped up to the
Like,
plate.
if you have a Spectre
and
or
chance
something,
for
I
this
kinda
to not
get
be economically devastating if they can avoid
Nice,
losing
Malsey.
anyone else. Malsey's leading by example. With a
Malsey.
4-piece
Nice.
pickup. And a good amount of work
The
done
Malsey
towards
defuse,
that
no?
rolling
Almost
thunder
breach
for
ult?
future rounds. That's a 2-0 start for
Okay.
Apex.
It seems
Governor,
like
Peter.
Malsey,
Peter was in the
still
chat
picking up
earlier
numbers
today.
at
Peter, you
times,
know I
but
love you, bro.
He really is just
But if you're
putting
watching the
himself
VOD
in
back,
pocket
what the hell is
of
that?
Those superstars on the squad, like applying
The fuck
breach
was
on
that,
this map
Peter?
has never
Peter, I
really
love you,
been
but what the
a
fuck
common
was that?
thing. You look back, even in the last map that they didn't win, the
Whoa.
amount of times that there were fights
Whoa.
where players were just from
I think
Heretics,
Benji will get
he's
back in
definitely
form,
gonna
though.
have
Split 1, he didn't
a
look
lot
good.
of
I feel like
liability
Split 2,
on
he's
that
going to do good for
defensive
Split.
side with that Vice thrown into play.
I'm just not a fan of Team Heretics' comp. Neon is very unconventional.
And Woot together.
Vice is very, very weird.
Same can be said for those two coming into the attack. A lot of angles that can be clear, but I'm looking at Apex. 4 players right now within a very tiny angle. They're going to push.
My goat?
Heretics are waiting. That flash doesn't even stop Mini
my
Boo. He's
God.
picked up a second.
How did he get
Got
to
out,
that?
and Rien
Yeah, the
swaps
second-
places with him.
The second is criminal, but Mini
wonderful
Boo is
start.
feeling it right now.
The attacking side
He's
has
actually
all
hard
the
carrying.
cards now. They can take this where they want. They know that Governor's here. With 2 players, 1 hit to that
2 big
outlaw. They
booms
have
for
to be
Governor.
careful. Salvo sent in to slow them. But instead, it just sends them in
Clean
the
ass
other
round
direction.
from Heretics.
For Mini Boo means he'll be here way before Governor can hope to have eyes on B.
I think it was also a play just to get back to a rifle, because in that aggression was all of the rifles bar the sniper. So
I mean, Batu's going to
basically
save
left
this.
them in
If
a
Governor
spot
can
where
get like 1 or 2 kills,
they
it would
didn't
be
have any
nice.
of the guns remaining. So fighting that with an outlaw and a pistol,
Yeah, 2 of them are 1 hit.
not ideal. The problem though, this
I don't think they're going to
post-bomb,
give him anything, though.
good luck.
No, I don't think they
How
will.
do you even find a way back into this? It's all
Maybe
gonna come down
Mini
to how much damage can this outlaw achieve.
Yeah, well, the Vice utility as well. Like,
Wait
if you're
for the
not
wall to
getting
go
there immediately, there's going to be problems, and you see it there. Steel vines all over the site. That will be a prickly push if you
I
decide
mean, I feel like
to go
Batu
for
can
it
still go
instead.
for kills
Apex
here, too.
playing
He has
the
a full buy
exits.
regardless.
Try to make this as costly as they can with Governor, and in Batu's case,
I was about to ask, is he
holding onto the
going
weapon and flying under the radar
save, or is he
might
trying to
be
go
the
for
best
exits?
case scenario. Don't know if he's going to have a
Nice,
choice,
Batu.
though, as Benji starts to clear out that position. Now they know
2 more kills
just
would be.
where
I don't even.
Batu
Yeah,
is.
Team
Doesn't
Heretics,
even wanna
they're not
risk
even going to give
the
it to
run
him.
across to start with,
Mm-hmm.
but he'll get out in the end.
Yeah, I think
His
like
aim
this
is always
every
like that.
single member queued up outside of A.
They're denying that early orb as well with this fight. The reveal going up, but it's still
Yeah,
Pex
I feel like
that-
he has
that
very
claimed
high
space.
sensitivity.
The drone rounds the corner just a little late. And he could have seen that high swing up on Belt for the duel, but indeed they were ready for it. This is all part of the plan for Apex. Great
Max
swing.
win!
And it's Fluorescent
Oh my god.
in there at light speed.
Oh,
That was
no!
Refracting
That was
back
actually
to
a sick
safety,
set play.
and then
The
Governor
one time I want
cleaning
Floor
up
to
the
be
rest.
greedy, she fucking TPs.
Wonderful
Go for the
game plan
ace right
from
there.
Apex.
Fuck it.
It looked like Heretics maybe on the back of
Oh my
Armageddon
God.
was one away for
That was
Woot. If
such
they
a good
could
set
take
play.
that orb, it's
Okay,
free
if I
sight
see a
take.
breach
But
in my
Apex
fucking
brought the
icebox
fight to
game,
them.
though, I'm gonna
This
crash
is the
out.
thing again.
So all of you guys who are watching right now, don't
Malsey
you
is
fucking
bringing
dare
the
pick
call
breach.
To basically play off contact, rolling thunder, then he puts an
Oh
aftershock
my
through it.
God.
But it becomes so easy for Fluorescent to just land all of those remaining shots. They don't give up that space either. Already.
Like, they're so scared of the play now.
In favor of Apex. Again, those 4 rifles being kept was so important. They get slaughtered in this round, but they can at least buy back into it.
See, that's why this meta is so hard for Paper X.
Most people would have Apex right
bro, doing
down
fast
the bottom
plays are so
of
tough.
the list when it comes to the
These
teams
have
that
Breach
can
tail, like,
go
fuck.
far coming into stage 1. This is a team with no expectations on their shoulders. Even claiming a map will catch people by surprise.
But with the most to lose. That's the thing. They're one of the teams, the org itself, up for relegation.
Because if Apex
so
win this
victory
round,
here versus Heretics
or
could
one,
be
they're an
absolutely
eco.
everything going into those later positions towards the end of the year. Even seeding going into stage 2.
They have 4 here,
bro.
bro.
This squad,
Mango
things
switch,
that
thank you for the
other
prime mango
teams
switch.
would laugh
Nice
at.
Mova.
They have to be considering.
Heretics
Mangus
came in
Twitch.
expecting perhaps an easier match than they've gotten. But Apex have had their eyes
rotating
on
off
the
B.
prize from the first barriers going up. This is a full buy from that attacking
my
side.
God,
They've
mini
already
boo.
lost Rien's, lost some of their initiation utility, but they still have some in the form
What?
of the salvos. Mini Boo's walking through them. They're not going to expect them to round that
Wow.
corner. It's a very ambitious play,
Someone's
but one
wanting
that
B.
works out wonderfully. Boo, though, caught in
Yeah,
middle,
way
and the
too
herd
early, way
thins
too
out
early.
Again on the side of Heretics. Not ready for another Mini Boo
nice
swing.
try.
but
I thought he was gonna
still,
get all
the
of them
trade
right there.
comes in time.
Look at
Almost
the
lined
Ultra.
up, yeah.
It's set up ready. Armageddon first. It seems like Fluorescent has
Oh, we're
the
about to see
same
some
idea on
insane
the other
Waylay
side.
shit.
Gonna try pushing, but
Never
Benji
mind.
just waiting. He's gonna be the last man left to try and
I think Floor
hold the
played that
line,
wrong.
try and bring this back, but has to swing
You know what Floor needs to
eventually.
do
And
there,
the
Timmy?
patience of Apex is
They
what
stun
makes
yellow.
this round
They stun yellow. She dashes to yellow, and then she ults all of main. It's literally a max win ultimate every
when the
single time.
ultimate of Teo
The ult
comes
she did right
online.
there, I feel like that gets no value.
More interestingly here, I feel like again it's easy.
Like, I
even
forgot
if
what
we
team
called the
strat.
beginning of the year.
No.
Because I got it, don't worry.
Oh no, thank you
What
for
a
the prime
performance
gaming.
it's been so far. Low buy from Heretics. Mini Boo. And while he's wasting 0
The Governor's
seconds,
always,
no.
Governor, pull your pants up! His pants are always down, bro. Oh my God.
His ire is Benji.
Yep,
Picks up
Benji
one
with
on
the
the
sheriff.
Fluorescent. This round is crumbling.
No, your gun's jammed, bro.
It's canceled out. Jammed up.
NT.
Even though he took down the player, the ult remained. And
Bro, how
Evolve
many
on
times
to
has Governor been
now
butt
left to
naked in
pick up
this
the
series,
pieces.
bro?
Getting back.
Literally,
It should be
every time I see him, he's
possible
butt
again.
naked.
Those salvos are going to start coming back online.
Always just
Sniper
jumping
now
around
and
doing
Boo's
360s
hands with
like,
Boo.
whenever he gets caught.
With a rifle of his own, and they are sitting back so passively, almost just trying to bait out some of the utility that they know
In
will
your
be
opinion,
coming
who's the
over,
best
or
player in
even gonna
Valorant?
Try and cancel.
If you're not, since I can't say myself
out, but-
because that sounds
Say,
egotistical.
there doesn't look like there's much hope. That's not a bad start. The problem now is he's just got to almost try and stick this until the end. The remaining players not going to be over-facing, and with Mini Boo in such a tight corner, even if he manages to get back onto this, Mini Boo's going to be there. May have got him killed to the spike. That will still be a big round. In fact,
Well, you know.
4-2
Hell
is
no.
it's a pretty
IGL
score line to
is
look
it's
at.
its
Map
own
3,
role.
trading blows early on. Good
I'm
sign
thinking
of
tens
what
or
is
saw
to
months
come.
long.
Salvo sent in, as is Fluorescent for the early control over B main.
Yeah, sounds actually insane.
Spike just around the
Or
corner.
initiator.
With a wall blocking them all.
As of
That won't
today,
even
I'm
be
picking
pushed that
Trent.
far. It's interesting as
I
well.
feel like they should also like rewind her audio.
And what's the last
Back.
roll?
Maybe that's just
There
me
you
of
go.
over. He's going to fight tooth and
Like
nail,
flex.
and even trade to start, but I'm also just looking at
Flashes.
the amount of damage
Whatever you
being
wanna
done
call
by Rien's.
For
Don't
flex
get either
and
of the kills,
flashes, I'm
but
picking
brought
Zeppa when
players
he's
low
against
and given
Cloud9.
space elsewhere of
I mean,
over.
Zeppa when he's against
I
energy.
was going to say in trouble, but somehow has come out of it smelling like roses.
Yeah, that pick puts
Zeppa
them
against
back
Cloud,
on even
Zeppa against
footing.
energy is
Heretics
literally the
with
greatest player in
plant.
the world.
Benji Fishy
Forsaken,
up
yeah,
close.
Forsaken for sure.
With lots of vines just placed onto the floor. The first set activated. The second set can delay
Alright,
even
Benji.
further. This
Come on.
clock is going to run down.
Been
They're
quiet,
waiting for
Benji.
it. They think right after these go, let's run on in. Let's take the fight.
Let him stay quiet.
Governor with his
Benji's here.
pants down again.
He's the one
Oh,
slowing
he
him
got
down,
him.
or trying to. He's ended up falling. And Rienz picks up the double.
Save,
Governor
save,
with
save,
just
save,
15
save.
HP. There's no choice but to run
No,
to
I'm
the
surprised he
hills.
doesn't drone there first right there.
I thought that was a another vine.
I'm Governor and I
That makes a
get
bit
there, I
more
would
sense.
insta
It was the
drone, you know?
flash.
He's
Yeah.
It
always
was his
just putting some
I was
util
thinking, why
out.
isn't he activated?
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense.
He's getting caught thinking with his grenades every single round.
Again, this was something that really came into fruition.
You have to
in
fix
the last
paper
map. Sarcastic, like excitement. Nonetheless, Mini Boot has been running riot. A missed shot.
Jing played pretty good on smoke.
Leaves her down on just.
But I don't think smokes is an easier role to pick up.
Points of help. And actually, just look at the A site. This has been a reaction. After early presence in mid was shown, they felt the need to clear everything out, and in the meantime, they've completely negated this A site control. Now, bear in mind,
changes.
I feel like when
I do like their
Heretics
new
got into a
roles
post
better
plan
than
on
their
A,
older roles, though.
haven't really let it slip.
Like, Forsaken on Duelist is definitely what I wanted to see.
Orb away from Boo, having himself a Viper's Pit. Granted, he's on the other side of the map, but
Yeah, but then you have two duelist players
certainly
not on
play
duelist.
a very good
Yeah, that's
role
what I'm saying.
for
That's
them.
why
Look at
it's
this. In fact, it's Heretics moving to A with 2 players.
Can someone
While
gift
the
M
spike
FPS
goes the
S up?
other
She's
way.
jobless and lonely?
They'll
Yeah,
have
sure.
the wall from Vice.
Someone gift
protecting their
Angelina and
back
Emma
on that
sub.
side of the
Make
map.
the
and
lockdown? Is that the goal?
Anything
Like,
else?
send enough in that they try and use their ult on one side of the map. Maybe they use
Bartuga
one.
water?
Maybe they use the Armageddon and
Banana
things
peels?
just get a little bit more difficult. Instead, yeah, the lockdown's nowhere near as impactful on the B side. So much more difficult to make that work.
Yeah.
And they've caught them while they're rotating.
working.
This is a great round.
I mean,
so
you
far
just
for
save right here,
Heretics.
no?
Even expect Boo to be quite this close.
Saving every round.
Armageddon goes into play, but they've got to walk right past this player, flying
Lee
under
has
the
gifted a
radar.
sub to
Again, it's
Angelina.
Boo.
He's gonna get caught with his pants. Oh,
But he can't get out.
no.
He's caught on the way. The Thorns, though, buying precious seconds.
Get up,
as
floor.
Team Heretics use a Viper's Pit of their own. They're looking to push right into this spike, and they've
I mean,
gotten
they got
onto
the
it
Viper's
already.
Yo, Avova,
Becky
you gonna protect your
lurking
planner or
inside
no,
the
your
toxins
diffuser or no?
to buy them
Guy is
precious
standing
seconds
behind his
lead as that
diffuser.
clock runs down.
Wait, he won.
Avova
They won. They
saves
won.
around the
Oh, yeah,
corner,
they
and
can-
they
won.
can't stop it this time.
Dude,
A lot of ultimates used by that defensive side, but they still hold on to the lockdown.
Governor caught with his pants down again. Am I surprised or no?
So often, but
Governor, bro, you gotta pull your pants up.
is able
standing in the
shut down, I
open,
believe.
like
He really needs to pull his pants up,
She
bro.
had refracted there, she would have gone right back into the crosshair. So I think that was more of a wise decision not to stick that one through.
It's okay, though,
The problem, though, is
4v4.
again, you've had Miniboo as this fantastic
was
space
stunned.
taker.
Yeah, but he's
Sure,
just in
losing
the
Governor's
open doing
frustrating,
his
but
like
that's a
util.
worthwhile
I'm
trade.
not gonna lie,
If you
Mini
just
Boo is like
opened the
fucking
stream
him.
and
Even
saw
on
Mini Boo
Ascent, he kept
sliding
throwing his
through, you'd
slows at
assume that
Governor.
Probably Fluorescent.
He got
is Miniboo's
ulted.
team. They're both dashing
All of
towards
Mini
the B
Boo's
side,
util is
but
on Governor,
that was
bro.
a
I actually feel
retreat
bad.
and an
Half of it
immediate
isn't even
turn.
his fault, bro. I'm just saying
Take
that.
that fight and level us back out in a 4v4. Having used Viper's pits in
Sorry, I
last
thought he looked
round,
at. I thought he
this
was about to
look
try to
was
jump
very
over it for a
dangerous
second.
with a pit going up and the site lost, but
Jump
that's
onto
not
the rope
case.
from there.
In fact, there's nothing for Heretics to fall back on in that department. Apex,
Wow.
on the other hand, being proactive.
That's
They
a
heard
good
that
ult.
noise on A.
Stack him
They
B as
pop
well.
the lockdown, but everyone is on B, including Batu, who's now on the rotate. They'll find one in the form of Fluorescent.
That
They'll
was
find another
very
in the form of
ambitious.
Avova.
Some util,
Almost
please.
gone too. I don't know how.
mean-
Any
Luke's got away with
flashes,
that,
team?
But Batu, after
mean,
using his lockdown,
they
has a
tried to
1v4,
stun,
the
but,
first
like,
of which he's found.
I don't
The
know.
ladders will not be quite
That
safe.
same play's not
Very
gonna
well
work
prepared
twice.
for that.
Yep, in the pistol it was a similar setup just
Yeah.
by chance, but
I'm
here,
curious to see how
that's
Team Heretics
very
use the
much
Vice on
calculated,
CT side,
knowing
though.
that early dash was likely or possibly going to be used, especially on a weaker buy to get that
Can't really-
advantage in the early fight. Now
They don't really have
Heretics,
anything to stop the.
5
Actually, nah,
versus
they
4.
have nades. I think.
Miniboo tagged up, but with an outlaw in a round like this,
I think Floor's gonna pop
nobody
off
who can
on
stand
T side.
against even one shot. Whoops,
Think.
even one shot from that outlaw.
Yeah, do you not remember when she was on Jet? She was just like getting
Definitely
like
have an
3
idea
kills
that
every single round.
Yeah, Jet is way
two
different than
players,
Whaley.
you
Predict
could
the
see
winner in the
full
round
sprint
count for 100
rotation coming
gifted.
from Mosey.
Oh wow,
Single
splashy!
kill for
Wow,
him
that is a good deal you're offering me.
Would get the
Which
roll
means I'm gonna
inside
have
of
to
it.
betray Apex in winning
I
this
would say
game.
expectations are
Um,
that it's not going to be
I would
utilised in
say
this round
Team Heretics is going to win
unless they
13-10.
already have something that could pull them.
Wow,
to
I'm
victory.
sorry. I still will be rooting for Apex though.
Oh, that is a
You got
very
me.
late
Yellow guy with the
cover
hands up.
that's
You got
actually
me.
Just going to see him wrap back around to the rest of the squad. Punching back through this post plant will be very difficult. Nobody's really cared about
Bro
the back
folded
other
for
than
100
Boo,
gifted.
so the rest of the squad on site looking in just one direction,
What?
ready for the
Yo,
swings to
Batu,
come
that's
through
a
with
fucking
weaker
sniper, not a
weapons.
rifle. Why are we
Even
going for
1v1
no scopes
has a
only?
disadvantage,
The
but
fuck?
when there's that many guns looking back, it's no
You guys are going for
surprise
no
it's an
scopes with the
in-zone
Marshal.
flawless for Team Heretics.
That's another one I feel like we've not.
Are
Actually,
they gonna
for
do
a
any
big
cringe
finale,
plays
which
here?
If you're an Apex fan, might be heartbreaking because there's no doubt that they have been in
Up
this
that
match.
TP and peek them,
They've been
Brody.
prominent throughout. Here we go. Rolling Thunder, and again, Fluorescent tries to get into this one, but
he's
Miniboo,
already
while
up.
stunned, still finds the shot.
Just cosmetic, really, isn't it? Now a problem for
I mean, I wouldn't even say that's a cosmetic stun. Miniboo got 3 shots off.
Primary jam for a moment. And
Ew,
caught
what
from
the
it.
fuck?
Not what you want to
The
show.
shorty is not
Governor with his pants down again.
A little too short.
Back to back.
Halsey.
He's got managed to have like an actual duel in this game yet.
Every time I watch him die, his pants are
the final
down.
round makes a lot more sense.
Like, I'm starting to feel bad, bro.
Heretics, as time ticks on, eventually they're going to realize we have a lot of credits.
Can we get a counter for how many times his pants have been down today?
Oh, for sure. See, he's got to be careful. They are slowly surrounding him on his position. There's many places to hide as well.
What a raid.
Who has made the realization? There you go, back to
Oh,
back.
at least one though.
Yeah. Still planning to look forward to from the duelist on the other side. Fluorescent playing the waylay on attack.
But I feel like with the way they
Bring a
ulted
lot
right
of
there, though,
value.
they
I'm
should
not
have.
talking about
They were like
this.
kind of assuming one was close, you know? They like ulted for like the orb and everything.
Evidently, 3 outlaws. Obviously, they've got cash, so
He can
I'm
afford
assuming that. Why would you want an op? Explain. Why would you want an op?
One shot
Actually, 3
I don't know,
players
with the
are
way they're
25.
playing, I feel
They
like you
get
can
2
still
shots
run
with
like
quick
the jet.
movement. Outlaw's just a better weapon.
Look at this.
I'll fight
3
anyone who
outlaws
disagrees.
on T-side.
Batu.
I guess Waylay's
holding it
two-sided.
Right, well, I'm not a
Okay,
man.
Yeah, I
Bad.
think Waylay's very T-sided.
Batu just
Now
wasted
what?
both of his mollies. First round.
But yeah, for Heretics, look, they've got Hunter's Fury moving into this round. They've got themselves
Are they
the
gonna do
Outlaws,
the
but
ult?
quickly swapped over to the rifles. And all they have to do is avoid
Dash,
some of these
dash.
early fights. Saturate's good. and it's gonna
Oh,
keep
the molly's
Gunner
got him.
in position.
Nice.
It's the ultimate from Waylay that managed that.
The
And
slow-mo.
now A 5v4 as a result.
Where-
Hunter's
where
Fury
are you going,
though, tags him
Multi?
up. Woo, good for the kill on Multi.
Like, Apex have a lot of
Yeah.
cool
Normally
set
you
plays.
expect
They've been doing a
players
lot of
to
cool set plays to win them the round.
Dropped this gun, picked back up their rifle.
That's all
Volvo's-
Chad Miller there.
Then
Volvo's
because
about to
you
get
got
caught
so
with his
far
pants
forward,
down here.
He's decided he's almost had to keep it. Like, this is potentially a nasty surprise for Avova, although the man does seem to have eyes in the back of his head. I think firing out this utility might just be the end of him, and it will. That's it.
7-5 half?
Kill
Not bad,
for
not
Benji.
bad, not bad,
While
not
for
bad.
the rest of the squad, they have no ground to get back
I'm
into this
honestly
position.
surprised
There
it's
should be a
7-5.
free plant with no resistance.
It's felt like
Yeah, Volvo only
Heretics have had
25
like
shields,
pretty
so
good
it's a
control
one-shot,
on this
but
map.
I don't think a second.
I mean, it was
shot would have been
4-1
too
though,
hard to
right?
hit on a player that didn't know you're right above him and behind him. Now the post plant for Team Heretics.
Yeah, they're not winning
And a
this
lot
post
of
plant.
utility already burned up.
No,
with
it's
a
actually
shock dart
planted
alongside
correctly this
Snakebite.
time.
Nothing to turn
Wait.
your nose at. Salvo's used.
Batu?
Batu spotted 2 on back.
Ooh!
Yellow!
Oh,
Good
everyone
kills.
got-
A little more
Oh.
possibly, but
Oh my god, there was a
Too
world for my
much.
goat right now.
AI move. What
We kicked
happened
him
to
to
the
bullshit.
night schedule?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You
No, no,
Loosen
we
up,
no, we
showing
didn't. No,
off
we
some
didn't.
of
That's
those
not true. That's
abilities.
not true.
Your light speed
We
dash
kicked him
across
for-
in mid.
For
Refract the
Brady.
pullback towards the spawn. It's going to get a drone out of Woot, which will be destroyed.
I'm not gonna lie, the
Not
difference
get a
between
ton of
tier 2
information. They
and
still have to
tier
be
1
so
is
back to it, I think.
insane, chat.
Yeah,
Like,
indeed,
it's
and
fat.
no clearance towards the tube, which
You know what else
is
is
a gap
fat?
that they'll have to be aware of as this clock runs
My
down.
hands.
So for now, they're trying to throw question marks up for Team Heretics, and maybe they get an overextension as a result.
The artist.
This is the thing. Look at the setup.
No, that
Right,
season
you've
was
got the
stacked, man.
wall
You had the
very,
guard,
very
M80,
deep.
like
Might just leave
us. You
someone
had
in
like
a
FaZe at
horrible
TSM
isolated
actually
position, but
doing
also
shit as
you've
well.
got the
Oxygen.
Foxes just in front
Tier
of
2
that.
was good, and
There
then
may not be even
all the players got
That year
poached.
was
They
so
attempt to go
fucking
that
stacked. Yeah.
oh, look at Governor. Come on, bro.
Governor's managing to
Oh,
find
sorry.
Banshee, and that's
Sorry,
going to at
Governor.
least drop the whole wall issue.
Good trades, good trades. 3v3, Miniboo's 1 HP.
With Miniboo tagged incredibly
in
low
us.
as well. It's not a
What do you mean?
bad
We came
start
third.
for the
We only
attacking side.
came behind
As they pump
the
the brakes and
the
hit
guard
the
and
freeze,
M80.
Heretics start to wonder if
Let
the
our
hits coming
juices
in
come back
elsewhere.
here.
Rian's can push down mid and lock them into this hit, but can they deny the plan? Do they want to? From the looks of it, no.
Alright, Apex, we need this
Just
mess
waiting
around.
behind
Avova,
that
we
wall.
need
No
another
one wants to
masterclass,
risk it,
Avova.
Especially here on the pistol, especially with some players so low already. That decay could have caused massive problems. Now,
Ooh,
grouped up as
Batu,
3.
nice.
Shock dart sent in. Caught
Talk Dart
Avova.
gets one. Oh
That's
my
a
god, it
big
gets the
pickup.
orb.
They're both
They're off, they're off,
towards
they're
main,
off.
having to swing out on the same angle. The stun.
Oh,
not
too
actually
wide.
landing
Oh,
it.
the stun miss.
This is a bit of a problem. Malsey's all alone. They're just now starting.
Oh,
with
and he
a few,
takes
still a
50
bit of time
damage.
to play with, and he's tagged up as well. I
What?
think one of those salvos might have caught him for a decent.
Oh my god!
Around the corner, buying
Oh my god! No!
big one for Malsey.
Miniboo out. Oh.
7 to 6.
Oh my
Apex go
God.
right into Miniboo to start this one off. Fluorescent
Thrifty!
dropped, and they don't know about Boo
They're gonna
flying
expect
under
this
the
guy
radar.
underneath him.
It's a wonderful
Nope, they
position.
will
Yeah,
not.
oh,
And
yeah,
right
the,
click.
yeah, the double right click.
Bang
This game is
the Volvo, what a
gross, bro.
classic.
How is that a
After
free
taking his
god?
head off with the
I got
first
it's fucking
shot.
free, Tanny. It's
Oh,
fucking
Governor
free.
Mbatu.
Oh,
They have
Scott,
got
thank you
their
for the Prime
work
Gaming.
cut out for them now. I feel like you're almost locked.
I'm not gonna
into
lie,
the
though.
as well. You're against the Nico.
Like, I'm
You
not
get those
clearing that
weapons,
angle.
You might as well
Like
defend.
the
No,
angle
no, no,
Boots
like,
playing right there.
I don't even
He's
blame
suddenly
him,
got a
man.
ghost.
Who the fuck clears that angle right there?
To retrieve his turret because it would have been out of range of it
Wait,
anyway. So
why does Governor have
Although
a green? No,
I
you
think
listen to
after
me.
he got the first kill, they drone or something.
Why does Governor have a green tail drone?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like after they get the first kill, they should drone.
They
They should drone, right?
But his own
But
salvo
they just didn't.
potentially try and get into a
This actually
back
been a-
goal is
Whoa,
to
whoa,
try
why
and
are we
get a
planning
little
in the
bit of extra
open?
space, but they've swung onto him still.
Bro, he
They've
always
done
has his
well.
pants down. Look, his pants are down.
Dude, why is he?
No. Someone buy Governor a belt,
Why
bro.
does he have his knife out?
I'm gonna buy him a belt. Bro, why is he even planning?
Heretics lost
Yeah,
the
that's a
pistol
tilter.
in heartbreaking fashion, but they've recovered nicely.
Yeah, now it's going to be even more infuriating for the other side to attempt to try and respond for rifles.
Maybe he's throwing.
Oh, right clicks.
No one even saw the outlaw.
Right here.
Don't know how much you're going to get away with pushing that wall. You're on a low buy, so you take risks.
I'm not gonna lie,
Those
Floor
risks
has been getting
rarely
owned
have a
this
reward
series.
in this kind of situation.
I feel like map 1 she did good, but the last 2 maps, like, I don't know. It's been kind of not it.
On 50 HP. 1v4 Sheriff.
I don't know, they
and
need
Hamilton
a-
Me
as
about the
well.
waylay on this map, honestly.
Yeah,
There was like 2 good set plays, and that's
You are
it.
Yeah,
already
pistol
looking
round
to
was
the
cool,
next
but I think they
round.
need to put her on the
The question
jet.
of damage still to be answered.
Like
Everyone's
when
got a
she's
rifle.
on the jet, she's
The
feeling
outlaw's already
different.
gone. 1 or 2 kills here. The butterfly effect could come into play.
We'll see.
Just keep them modest.
We'll see
in terms
1v5
of
this. I'll
economy,
send 1,000
especially with that
gifted
shaky start.
to one lucky
thing
viewer
is
in
when
my
you
Twitch
win,
chat.
The last round, you even get a boost. So you're looking at Riens and Benji with a few thousand extra.
30 seconds left.
But you have to have a sub button.
Even 1 kill, I don't think will make any real difference. And he's not even
Not
gonna
on
get
Mr.
that
Fishy's watch. Where's
relatively
Mr.
clean
Fishy
round
even
in
putting
the
his wall?
Last couple of rounds, things are starting to shape up better and better for the side of Team Heretics.
Why
on
not Val? Thank you.
defense.
Oh my god, Golden Kappa train incoming! Oh my god, Twitch picked us for the Golden Kappa
Okay.
again?
Thorns put into play.
Oh my god. Everyone sub up if you want a Golden Kappa.
Outside of A, that's giving deep B
Kappa,
control
Kappa,
to the
Kappa.
side of Heretics. They leave Boo just there to hold on, spot the info in the jump peak, and they can stack up
No, you guys
heavy
don't want the
around
Golden
mid.
Kappa?
Maybe
Fine.
even go for a bit of mid aggression. It depends. The
The
drone
J-Mick wants a
not
Golden
really
Kappa.
seeing anything with Batu
What do you
ducking.
even get?
Golden
This is
Kappa train incoming!
Whether you want to call it a heavy stack,
Yannick
I'm not sure.
I love
you,
but
Yannick.
it is
Thank you for
definitely
following,
a
Yannick.
big lean. They'll have such a quick reaction to the A play thanks to that piece of utility from
Going
Benji.
A?
I'm curious if we can see
Bro,
later
that
where he threw
honestly,
that from.
Vice might be insane. That one Thorns covers the entire site. Look at that, it's gross. Keymar, thank you for the prime. Kappa, 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 Kappa. Shoot it!
But it does seem like Heretics have almost completely committed. They're just playing a retake at this point, stunned through onto the player on site. There's no way Governor gets out
Oh,
of there.
what is he doing, bro?
Well, he couldn't move backwards, so while he was cooked.
Worry would be is
The fucking worst thing, the wall was so good there.
Is something that
Maybe Vice is
really needs to
insane.
be checked. 2 players stuck
They had like
in
a
this
set
back corner.
play
It
based
could
on the
just
planer right there.
as the undoing
Take
of
it
this.
out.
What?
Okay.
If Fluorescent can hit
Fluorescent
2 quick
moment?
shots,
Wait,
even
what?
Oh,
Fluorescent
fuck.
to escape, but doesn't. And
Oh.
gets absolutely nothing. The first
How
couple
do
of
we
shots
lose
were
this?
wonderful,
Wait.
but now only 1 man remains.
How do we lose
It's
this round?
Mosey needs to try and swing this. It's a deeper plant than he would have liked, and whoa, a wider angle. Communication, etc.
Like, if I see a team have a
Hasn't been quite
waylay,
what
then
they
like,
wanted.
I don't know. A lot of these off angles that like a jet would be in, I feel like the waylay wouldn't be in.
Salvo's lined up to buy a little bit of extra time. We've seen the Thorns activated. That's going to keep the spike off
I think it's
the
too
site
hard on
for
CT
now.
side to like timing the TP.
As the clock runs down,
Yeah.
numbers of defenders towards this site increase gradually. They can't
Especially
get any
versus
more
his
now.
Vice, man.
All
Yep.
5 Heretics members, the entirety of Los Niños waiting
Don't have plan.
and just firing utility in to
Holy
run
fuck,
the
we can't
clock
get the bomb down.
further
Now
to
Wu has
deal
his missile
more
too.
and more damage. Now here come the
Legit
Salvos,
cannot
and
plant the
back of
bomb.
it.
It's so
It's
cooked,
so
bro.
Clean. They've got
Wait.
full control over the
What's
map.
happening?
Their utility is keeping them back, and Heretics just with a clean sweep for so many of these
Wow,
fights.
GG.
Full control for the defense.
Just like completely flipped.
I don't know, Team Heretics kind of changed my mind on the...
The round is not.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay. Well, you come in with a buy, you come in with a plan.
GG.
It means
I feel
nothing
like Team
when
Heretics
Minibu comes
changed
sliding
my
in.
mind
Oh,
on
we
the
saw what
Vice.
happened with this setup.
Oh
This
my!
is
gifted
Kazagaha with the
10
10 gifted my goat, bro. I love you, bro. Thank you so much, bro. John with the 100 bits, I love you. Strong with the prime for the 7 months, I love you, bro. Sorry, I wasn't reading the noties. You guys are goated, bro. Level 4 Kappa train. Wait, Avova? He gets another one.
Tron swag money.
I thought Minibu was gonna die right there.
Kill of
Oh
the
my
round.
god.
But Apex have done well.
W's in the chat for the gifted sub, bro. I appreciate you, daddy.
And now find
You deserve it,
themselves
daddy.
in a
I love you, daddy.
2 versus 3. Governor heavily tagged up though, and look at Woot. Ult online. Look at Boo. 1 away from a Viper's pit. This is not going to be an easy
I do not
finish.
remember one Governor moment. This is the moment. This is the moment that we will remember right here.
Right,
I
no.
think they're
He
well
had one moment, right? He won like
where
a
that wall is
clutch.
going to be.
Maybe the clutch was so ass. I don't remember that clutch.
30 seconds
Out anything that they can. It's going to be a little bit of
Spike planted.
delay, but nothing much more.
It's great. This keeps backside control for them as well.
Oh my
Now
god, I
much
thought
more
his pants were.
free,
I thought he was gonna
spotted
get caught with
both
his
players
pants down
too.
again.
All the information, a lockdown put into
Oh,
play, and they've been forced into the
Oh.
open. The flank will deal
Damn.
with the lockdown anyways, and
GG.
this round, well, it ends
GG.
up costing.
Come on,
maybe
Apex,
more
can you
than
guys get at least
expected
4
for
more
Apex
rounds so
as
I
they
can get
were
100 gifted?
lulled into this false sense of
4 rounds
security.
map was
Ideas.
unlucky for Heretics.
I
Well, I
said
mean,
yesterday, I'm a big fan of Vice, and I think so
bro, they
many
got
maps
13-5'd.
you don't
They
have
kinda
to have
stomped
Vice,
them.
but she brings an
But to be fair,
undeniable
that's because of
amount value.
Avova's, like,
And here
he
on
was just
Icebox,
being a
I wouldn't
hero.
have picked this as one of the maps. I would have actually said it's one of the maps where you can't really play, or at least I can't justify it with the value you find.
But I
elsewhere.
wouldn't say it was
Heretics have a
unlucky.
whole
Like,
approach
Apex
built
definitely played good
around
on
this.
defense.
The wall defensively covering mid is great, but the main thing being that B main fight.
Have they taken,
that
like,
tried
mid control
earlier and
once?
then successfully in the last round, it seems so difficult to deal with.
Because like
Like
you
as
can't
well
place
that
this
they
wall even
consistently
from
have
barrier,
Benji
you know?
away
Yep.
from the majority of action, so that utility is always going to be online. The Thorns are always, well, in the side of the opponents.
I mean, this
Now
is
building
GG,
into
bro.
what
They have
looks
4
like a
ults,
retake once again. An aggressive position. Drone also being utilized.
and they're
That
playing the
solo
round slow too.
combination
Like, I feel like they need to
with
pick it up
Teo
here in like
gives
10
them
seconds. Like, after the
a lot
smoke,
of
they need to
info.
go.
Yeah, Benji
Dark Rose came back.
looking to try and take some control. Batu
Mr. Fishy.
is the only man not with the rest of the squad. Well, neither of them ends up going down. That Rolling Thunder has been utilized. A Hunter's Fury in combination and a Viper's Pit
The
as
Viper
well.
ult's out as
Everything
well.
being thrown
Yeah,
in
yeah,
here, but the
Floor has
fact
been
is
getting
that
sat
first
down.
kill has still gone the way of this defensive side. Another for Minibu as he goes
Every time I watch
running
Governor
into the
die,
site. Even looking to try and spam
GG.
back in. Another comes up for Benji within it. And they still haven't planted. They still need to get that spike down. There's only 10 seconds left for them to deal with this. And they haven't dealt with the players within this Viper pit. It is done. It is dusted. The result
All right.
will end.